Welcome to your comprehensive forecast for the week of July 6th to July 12th. Capricorn. You are the cardinal earth sign of the Zodiac, governed by Saturn, the stern but rewarding planet of discipline, structure, time, and legacy. You are the builder, the mountain climber, and the master of the long game. You understand, perhaps better than any other sign, that true, lasting success is never a product of luck or shortcuts, but the result of persistent, methodical, and disciplined effort. This week, the celestial energy is inviting you to lean into your natural patience, but with a necessary, slight adjustment. It is time to stop carrying the weight of the entire world, your entire family, and your entire workplace on your tired shoulders. You have a deeply ingrained, almost heroic tendency to take total responsibility for everything around you, but the universe is showing you that you are allowed to share the burden. True mastery isn't just about how much you can build alone. It is about knowing when to build, when to delegate, and when to pause to ensure that the foundation you are creating is sustainable for the long haul. In your relationships, you value reliability, honor, and long-term commitment above fleeting passion. You aren't interested in games, superficiality, or drama. You want to know where you stand, what the expectations are, and that you can count on your partner when the challenges arrive. This week, you might feel an intense need to have a very grounded, practical conversation with a partner, a sibling, or a family member about the future and your shared responsibilities. Do not be afraid to be clear, firm, and transparent about your expectations. Your loved ones deeply admire your stability and your consistency, but make sure you are also allowing them to see your softer, more vulnerable side. You do not always have to be the strong one who fixes everything. If you are single, you are currently attracting people who admire your ambition, your poise, and your ability to navigate the real world. You might find yourself drawn to someone who is equally focused and driven, but I encourage you to look for someone who can also help you relax and detach from your to-do list. You don't need another project to manage. You need a partner who brings balance, warmth, and ease to your structured life. Professionally, this is a week where your hard, consistent work is going to be recognized, especially by those in positions of authority. You are currently in a long-term cycle of building, and your progress is steady even if it feels slow at times. If you have been working toward a specific promotion, a credential, or a completed project, stay the course. Your consistency is about to pay off in ways you will see very soon. However, you must guard against the temptation to overwork yourself just to prove a point to others. You have already proven your value 1,000 times over. If you feel like your workload is becoming unsustainable, this is the time to speak up, advocate for a more efficient system, and delegate tasks that do not require your specific expertise. Financially, you are in a strong position because of your natural, ingrained prudence. Continue to prioritize long-term security over short-term gratification. Your future self will thank you for the financial discipline and strategic planning you are practicing right now. Think about long-term investments rather than quick wins. Your physical and mental well-being is physically connected to your bones, your joints, your teeth, and your skin, essentially the structural integrity of your entire body. Because you work so hard and often ignore your own needs, you tend to ignore the subtle signs of physical fatigue until they manifest as chronic stiffness, joint pain, or exhaustion. This week, make a non-negotiable, sacred commitment to your own recovery. If you are sitting at a desk, ensure your ergonomics are optimized. If you are moving a lot, ensure you are resting and refueling properly. Emotionally, your biggest challenge is letting go of productive guilt. You often feel like you should always be doing something, even in your downtime, but rest is actually a fundamental part of your work. By giving yourself full, guilt-free permission to disconnect completely from your responsibilities for a few hours at a time, you will return to your high-level tasks with double the focus, clarity, and speed. Monday, July 6th. Start the week by reviewing your long-term goals. A little bit of strategic planning now will save you a massive amount of stress and confusion later in the week. Tuesday, July 7th. You might feel a bit of pressure from others to speed up, compromise your standards, or take shortcuts. Ignore the noise and maintain your own steady, methodical pace. Wednesday, July 8th. A high productivity day for you. If you have a complex, difficult project that requires intense, deep focus, dedicate your morning to it. You will move mountains today. Thursday, July 9th. Your communication is particularly authoritative and clear today. If you need to make a firm decision, set a boundary, or lead a meeting, this is the best time to do it. Friday, July 10th. By the afternoon, consciously shift out of work mode. You need to clearly signal to your brain that it is time to transition into the weekend. Saturday, July 11th. Prioritize restorative rest. Whether it is a long walk, a massage, or just quiet, solitary time at home, make sure your joints and body feel truly cared for. Sunday, July 12th. Use the evening to organize your space for the coming week. A clean, orderly environment will keep your mind calm and ready for the climb ahead. This week is a passage of consolidation, Capricorn. You are the architect of your own destiny, but even the best architects need to take time to look at the blueprints and rest their hands. You are building something that is meant to last, and that requires a level of patience that is rare in this fast-paced world. Do not be discouraged by the time it takes to see your dreams manifest. You are doing the hard work, and the foundation you are laying is rock solid. As you move through your days this week, pay attention to the moments where you feel stressed and the moments where you feel in your element. The stress is just an indicator that you are pushing against a limit. Honor that limit, breathe through it, and adjust your pace. You are allowed to be successful, you are allowed to be respected, and you are absolutely allowed to be happy while you are doing it. Take a deep breath, exhale the need to be perfect, and step into this week with the calm, unwavering confidence that you have everything handled. You are more capable than you know, and your persistence will always lead you to the summit. Reflect on your journey thus far. You have navigated difficult terrain, you have overcome obstacles that would have stopped others in their tracks, and you are still standing. That is a testament to your character, your strength, and your resilience. This week, give yourself the grace to acknowledge how far you have come. It is easy to look at the next mountain and feel the weight of the climb, but turn around for a moment. Look at how far you have ascended. You are not the same person you were when you started this climb. You have grown, you have evolved, and you have gained wisdom that can only be earned through experience. Carry that wisdom with you this week. Let it inform your decisions, let it steady your hand, and let it give you the peace of mind that you are doing exactly what you need to be doing. Finally, remember that your worth is not tied to your output. You are worthy because you exist, not because of what you produce or the titles you hold. This week, try to cultivate a sense of self-worth that is independent of your professional achievements. Find joy in the small things. A quiet morning, a good conversation, a walk in nature. These moments are not distractions from your work. They are the fuel for your spirit. Protect them, cherish them, and make them a priority. You are a human being with deep emotions, unique desires, and a soul that needs nourishment just as much as your career needs direction. Balance your ambition with your humanity, and you will find that you don't just reach the summit, you enjoy the climb. Keep climbing, keep building, but do not forget to live. That is all for this week, Capricorn. Trust the process, respect your limits, and I'll catch you in the next one.